Hello loyal viewers, and welcome to the Gamer Shack. I'm going to be making food, but not actually making the food. I'm going to be making food that someone else made, but I'm making it again. So, we've already got curly fries from Arby's. They're not actually from Arby's, but they are actually from Arby's. So, we got some of these. And we're also going to make, because Arby's has the meats, I too have the meats, and so I'm going to use this meat I hunted just recently. It was really hard. I had to be very stealthy, had to really sneak up on it, and I managed to poach this from Winco. Man, that hunt took a lot out of me. About, $40. Thankfully, I got some other stuff on that hunt too. But anyway. We got our our meat, and then we need to. So I went out and I also harvested some processed grain. If you can see that, we got processed grains, and so what I'm gonna do? Oh yeah, when I milked a cow by proxy and cultured it into cheese. I did this with only a couple weird little paper things, which I would say is pretty impressive. So we've got some cheese, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a sandwich that would make Arby's proud. I don't have any barbecue sauce, so what I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably gonna take some ketchup and add some pepper to it, because that sounds exciting. So I'm going to now make a sandwich on video, and it's not an egg sandwich this time, so it's big time now. Okay, so I'm gonna get the bread going first. I'm gonna get the bread going. Yes. So this refined grains here, they're very good. Wow, it basically looks like a sandwich already, if you ask me. Like, look at that. It's a sandwich already. It's just a nothing sandwich. I'm going to make it into a something sandwich. So we're actually just going to put those in with the fries, because the air fryers actually do a fantastic job of toasting bread as well. So then we're going to get... I feel like maybe I shouldn't go directly to the cheese, but I also feel like I totally should. Okay, so we're going to... I'm not entirely sure how thick I want this. That thick looks about good. If I can sort of see the knife through the cheese, then it's pretty thin, so I'll cut a couple. It's very hard because I've been doing, this whole making sandwiches thing for a bit. So this cheese block is getting quite thin, so there's that to consider. So we're just gonna get some cheese. Doesn't matter what configuration the cheese is in so much. All right. So now it's time for the meat, and this meat is gonna be really great because I'm going to cook it in I was gonna say the microwave. Yeah, I'm gonna cook it in the microwave. I don't want to wait too long. And I know you viewers are riveted on this, and you really want to see the exciting conclusion to this saga. Got my hunting knife here. From when I hunted this beef. And yes, I've washed my booger hook, so you don't need to worry about that. Okay, now, actually that's not really open enough. Remember, kids, only cut towards yourself if you're overly confident about your skill with a knife. Because that if you're not overconfident about your skill with a knife, then it's just an accident. But if you're overly confident with your skill with a knife, then it was totally intentional, and you just wanted a cool story for everyone. We don't want accidents. We do want really great stories, though. Because really great stories are what make YouTube content. Okay, so I think the bread is done. Yes, it is. It's actually quite toasty, which is nice. I'm going to toss the fries. You can't see anything I'm doing. But I assure you that I don't have someone else tossing the fries for me because I'm home alone right now. So, we've got some beef. And this is actually, yes, I'm going to have to microwave this because I don't think I can stand this cold. I'm a very picky human when it comes to whether I want the meat warm or cold. I'm not really into cold sandwiches. I always get my sandwich toasted at Subway. And maybe that's just like a me thing, but I feel like meat should be warm when I'm eating it, because that just seems right. Yeah, this is perfect. Okay. And then harnessing the power of safe-ish radiation, we're going to radiate this meat. We're going to nuke this cow. And then this needs a place to live. Oh gosh. I was not thinking this through when I opened this package. Okay. That needs to go into a place where things go. Like this. Perfect. That will surely satiate everyone who has to deal with that later. Okay, and you can see this really did toast the bread quite nicely. There's a nice brown on it. That looks done. I don't want to dump that knife on my feet. Sandwich assembly time. It's very complicated. You have to get the placement just perfect, or else everything will fall apart and everyone will hate you forever. Man, dude, that would make Arby herself just cry from the absolute perfection of this sandwich. I don't know who Arby is, but she owns a restaurant chain, so I'm sure her approval is very important. Okay, so we've got the sandwich. This is basically Arby's at this point. It's do-it-yourself quarantine Arby's. I can even eat in at this restaurant. Don't sue me, Arby. Please. I could only be giving you publicity at this point, right? Right? This is not worth your lawsuit. And we're not sponsored, by the way. I know. It looks like this is something that would be like definitely sponsored. We're not sponsored. In fact, my channel, we have never been sponsored. That's because that I am very adamant about only receiving support from the viewers and stuff. So we can't have sponsors on this channel because that would be a compromise in our code. Now, I don't think the fries are done yet, but we're going to put you here. And yeah. Okay, I think that's about it for our fries. So now comes the part of the show where Larry the Cucumber tells us about Cordy. Or not. My goodness, I'm gonna make all the brands mad, aren't I? So look at that. It's basically Arby's. And hold up, I need to put some ketchup with pepper on this sandwich. Some ketchup. And some pepper. Peppered ketchup. I've actually never tried that before, so we're going to see. I'm not going to eat it on camera because I'm not one of those gross ASMR channels. I've never done that before. Okay. Bye. Arby's complete.